Hi, Kaleo here. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. I've been kind of looking at where we are as we're coming up to the end of 2024. If any of you that know me might be aware that I've been talking since the beginning of 2024 about how this is the year of the feminine. And it's time for women to rise up, for their energy, their essence to rise up, and for us to finally reclaim who we are in our power and in our strength. And, this comes from that a lot of spiritual communities, a lot of people are talking about how we are also in this time of transformation, in this global transformation, in this consciousness transformation. The indigenous people have been speaking about that we were going to come to a time when Greg Braden said it at the same time. He sort of said it even more clearly, in that this world, we go through different cycles, and some are short, some are longer, and we're coming out of the end of a really long one of like 5,000 years, really long, right? And and it started like in 2012, and it's actually been building because it's such a long cycle. It's going to take a while for us to actually go through the transition into this new cycle that we're going into. We're coming out of, having been so influenced by this patriarchal, this overly strong, overly young energy, masculine energy, which has then suppressed the feminine. If you're looking at the complementary opposites, according to the universal laws, if one duality, if one gets stronger, the other one gets weaker. And so if you then strengthen the weaker one, that will then soften the other. So that's where we are right now in getting ready to go into this change. But because it's this long transition, we're not going to actually get there until 2030. And so we're now moving into the next phase as we're coming into 2025. It's interesting because, we're going to go through it in 2024 and everything is going to shift and whatever. But we have gotten a lot. We have moved forward a lot. I mean, I know there's been all kinds of craziness and upheaval and, with everything going on out in the world and the election and all of this stuff. But this is just part of the process. I feel like we were at a pivotal point where this is a major shift that we've been in, and now we will continue into it in 2025. And so as we come into a cycle that's going to be more about harmony and being in balance, abundance, and yes, for the feminine energy to really come fully into balance with the divine masculine. And so the question is so I've been reflecting back on 2024 for myself and to see what's going on in the world. And it's been giving us wonderful opportunities to see where we still are within ourselves, as well as the world, out of balance. And as the old ways are now starting to die and new ways are going to come up. And even though some people, I don't think, believe that right yet, but this is what I'm trusting and what my ancestors are telling me. And it's all in what they say is ikaponomea, all in perfect order, perfect time, perfect place, perfect being. And so it's been opportunities for us to really look at ourselves and take stock of who we are and where we're still stuck in old limiting beliefs and old patterns that really no longer serve us. And now, how are we going to come from this 2024 into 2025 to really start moving forward even more into getting grounded in who we are? And so now as we're coming into the end of 2024 and coming into December, I've been just kind of looking at that and saying, okay, so how can I continue to be of support to women in helping them to remember and embrace and be their authentic self, to bring the divine feminine into balance with the divine masculine? And one of the things that came up for me this year was something I did years and years ago, but I haven't been doing for a while, which is creating sacred sisterhood circles. And some of you might have seen that I've been scheduling a few, I think it was starting in September or so. And so I did them years ago when I was working with this Native American shaman, and she helped me to be introduced to the divine feminine. I started doing ceremonies, helping women to embrace their divine feminine and being in circles together. And it just came, I was introduced to a woman I think it was September, maybe it was August, September, who actually is now teaching women how they can facilitate circles to help bring women together and to be in a space where they're safe to speak their truth, to feel like they're going to be heard and accepted, celebrated without judgment, without somebody trying to fix them, that they can just be in this space and feel safe to remember and rediscover and connect to that inner wisdom within them. And her dream, she said, is that she sees this role, so hopefully it's going to last, her dream was seeing that 1 million circles, women's circles around the planet forming, and then that is going to help to raise the energy so that we will move into this time of fruition with this challenge. I got a little distracted because of the phone. Why is it the batteries always run out when you least want them to? Anyway, it's going to be fine. And so we're seeing a lot more circles happening around the planet now. And it is because for us to come into the fullness of who we are, we can work on ourselves and find that balance within ourselves, that healing within ourselves. But we're not supposed to do this alone. And it's about coming together in sisterhood. It's about us helping each other in sisterhood to support each other and then joining together in however it feels appropriate for us to then help to bring the energy of the divine feminine out to the world. The indigenous people said that it is going to be the rising of the feminine essence that is going to bring healing to this planet. And that's where we are right now. So with all of that, I'm not going to talk too much longer because I don't know how much longer I have battery here. But so I've started to do some ceremonies again on my own. And when I was looking at, okay, we're coming to the end of the year, how can we be prepared for 2025? I noticed that, because sometimes I do them connecting to the phases of the moon. And so there's a new moon in the beginning of December. The full moon is in December 15th. But then there's a second new moon on December 30th. I thought, how cool is that? We can work through, set our intentions for the first of the year at the beginning. Then when we come to the new moon, the full moon, see what is what we still need to let go of and release. And then come to the end and then really set our intention for how we're going to move into 2025. I mean, how cool is that? Whoa. So I decided to put a little bundle together for that. And then I'm thinking, oh, we're coming up to Black Friday. Well, maybe I'll offer this as a Black Friday little sale thing to make it even more easy for women to be able to join us if they choose. So yeah, so I do have a Black Friday sale. And actually I've got an early sale that's till tomorrow, Monday, till 1 o'clock. And then it'll be available again on Friday. And so I don't want to go into too much of the detail about that. But if you're interested, yeah, you can go to theheartofaloha.com/service-page/Black-Friday. And you can find out more of what that's about and if you'd like to come on. And it would be wonderful. I just love to get as many women. Generally, the circles are, they're limited to about 16 people because I really, and sisters, because I really like to keep it intimate. So if this is something that you feel drawn to, I would encourage you to check it out. My focus right now is a lot of it is working with women over 50, just because they're going through a lot of different life transitions at that stage, and because they are coming into that time of wise woman where they have all this wisdom from all the experiences they've had in their life, and they especially need to find their voice and bring that wisdom out to the world, to the younger ones, to be of help. So I'm focused a lot on working with women 50 and over. But at the same time, if you're drawn to this message, if you want to be a part of this, if you really want to join us in sisterhood to move forward in 2025, please join us. So anyway, I'm going to be on sharing more, but I just wanted to let you all know, if you want to take advantage of that early bird special, yeah, go to the site, and I'll put it in the comments here, and take advantage of it before 1 o'clock tomorrow. Otherwise, you'll have another chance on Friday. And yeah, thank you for letting me share. And it's an exciting time that we're in. And I'll be on sharing more about how I see moving forward, and I will be offering more of these circles and individual ones that you can drop in on. And I'm also going to be starting a private group for women who really want to create a deep relationship and go deeper into all of this. So anyway, I think that's all for now. And so much aloha to all of you, and a wonderful evening. Take care.